Hey y'all, hey, it's Troyia Monay, back to y'all with another video. In today's video, you guys, we are talking all things content creation, but we ain't talking about creating the content. We're talking about getting to the bag as it relates to the content, okay? So we are talking about all the different ways that you can make money while being a content creator and also being an influencer. Y'all, I have seen close to six figures at this point in time this year alone while just being a content creator, and it is an extremely lucrative industry, you guys. The influencer marketing industry is worth $21 billion. Talk about a good cha-ching. And I want to get a bigger bag in the year 2024. So I've been doing a lot of research on different ways that I'm able to monetize my content. And if you like Troyia, I'm trying to get to the bag too in 2024, then this is the video for you, okay? So let's go ahead and hop right on into it. Wait. But before we hop into today's video, you guys, my ebook, You Hustle, the ultimate guide to growing on YouTube, is now available for only $17. Click the link down below so that way you're able to go ahead and grab it. It will be available for only a limited amount of time. Included in this ebook, you guys, is going to be all the different websites that you want to make sure that you visit so that way you're able to get access to these sponsorship deals and these brand collaborations. It also is going to include a pitch. So that way you're able to insert all of your information as it relates to your personal brand, your niche, and you're able to pitch yourself to these brands even as well. Literally, I'm giving y'all all the juice, all of my juice as to how I'm able to get sponsorships. You also have 2 media kits templates. So now you're able to go through and present yourself in the most professional way possible and stand out from all the other influencers out there who are also pitching these brands too. Included in that ebook as well, you are going to get a content planner, a content diary, so you're able to go through and map out and plan your content, and so many other little goodies for only $17. So make sure you guys go through, click the link down below. Let's hop back into today's video. All right, you guys, let's hop into method number 1, which is usually the most common method that y'all see when it comes to making money on social media, and that is influencer programs. Similar to YouTube, YouTube has what is called the partner program. Instagram no longer has a program. I always like to say that Instagram is stingy. Facebook doesn't have a name for their program, but they do pay you based upon views as it relates to your reels. TikTok used to have what's called a creator fund. They now have what's called a creativity program, and they also have something called Post. And then Snapchat also has a creator program as well, and that program is called Snapstars. So there's so many different ways that you are able to make money given these social media platforms. And the way that you're making money, you guys, is these platforms are not paying you. Do not sit here and think that Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, TikTok, that they are paying you their good hard-earned money. They are not. They are giving you a percentage of the ad space that brands are paying them. So for example, Sephora. Let's say Sephora pays YouTube $50,000 for ad space on YouTube. A small percentage of those funds are going to be sent to you based upon the amount of people who view the ad on your actual YouTube video. So thus, the more people who view, the more money you make. The less people who view, the less money you make. So that's pretty much how ad share pretty much works, or not ad share, but the actual AdSense on YouTube pretty much goes through and works, is that these brands are paying advertising dollars to these platforms, and based upon your views and based upon how many people see the ad, that is how much money that you are able to make. The brands and the platforms, they still go through and make their money too. So YouTube does get a percentage of the amount of ad spend that these brands are paying them as well. So those are your influencer programs. Those are very, very popular. I'm pretty sure you guys have seen those. And those are usually the most known way in order to get paid as it relates to social media. Up next, you guys, is going to be brand sponsorships, collaborations, partnerships, all the different things. This is my preferred method of payment as it relates to being a content creator. So let me go through and break it down for you guys. So I'm pretty sure, for example, YouTube. Let's start with YouTube first. YouTube, you have what is called dedicated videos, and you have what's called non-dedicated videos. A dedicated video means that the entire video is about that one single brand. A non-dedicated video means that there is usually anywhere between a 3 to usually 5-minute integration within a YouTube video. So I'll give you guys an example. Let's say I'm doing a makeup tutorial and I am doing some eyeshadow. Within me doing my eyeshadow, I might shout out the brand NARS, for example. That would be a integration. Also, you have, like I said, your dedicated videos. So if I do a full face of all NARS and NARS paid me for a collaboration, then that would be a dedicated video because the entire video is based upon that one brand. It is very important to know that, of course, your dedicated videos, you're going to have to pay a cute little coin in order for me to do a dedicated video. A non-dedicated video will be a lot less and it will be a little bit cheaper. So that is usually the two methods of sponsorship content that is on YouTube. And then, of course, you have sponsorship content that is on different platforms such as TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, you name it. This content can be plethora of different things. It can be a reel. A brand can pay you to do a reel for them. They can pay you to do a static, just one picture post. They can pay you to do a carousel. They can pay you to do a story. So many different things that they can go through and do. They can also pay you to do a TikTok video for them as well. So you can also get paid that way as well. So what I really recommend doing, you guys, is creating what's called a rate card. We're not going to talk necessarily in today's video about how much you should charge for these things, but I do think it's important to keep a rate card. I would not share the rate card with the brands. That is something that you want to just have on your end, just so that way you can make sure that you maximize their budgets as best as you can. Also, with branded content, you have what's called UGC. UGC, y'all, has gone crazy. I would say in like the last year and a half. If you don't know what UGC is, it stands for user generated content. So user generated content, you guys, is basically I am creating the content for the brand, but I am not posting it on my platform. Thus, the brand does not get the exposure. The brand just gets user generated content. They get real content, real organic content from the actual user. And with that, a lot of times brands will repost it on their social media accounts. They'll do what's called whitelisting. We'll talk about whitelisting here in a second, which means that they might run ads with it. They might send it out in their email newsletters. They may put you on a billboard or put you inside of a commercial. So that is what is called user-generated content. And you don't have to have followers in order to have user-generated content. So it is a really, really great way to be a content creator without necessarily having followers. I would really recommend, if you are interested in UGC, to create a separate Instagram profile for just your UGC content. So that way your audience, or not your audience, the brands can actually see how your user-generated content looks without you necessarily having to involve it with your actual personal brand. And then, of course, you have what is called a brand ambassador. So you guys have probably seen me be a brand ambassador for several different brands. Being a brand ambassador just basically means that a brand will give you like a package deal for the most part sometimes. So instead of them saying they want just a dedicated video or just a static post on Instagram, they want pretty much all of it, right? So I have had several sponsorships before where brands would want an Instagram post. They want a YouTube video. They want something on TikTok. They want to go through and collaborate with me and my community. That's usually what a brand ambassador program is when you are doing a plethora of different things, or sometimes it may not be called a brand ambassador program, but it may just be a package deal. So the next thing that I want to talk to you guys about, which falls right under the brand sponsorships, collaborations, and partnerships, is usage and exclusivity, and then also whitelisting. So when it comes to usage and whitelisting, you guys, you want to make sure that you are charging brands for usage and whitelisting. So what does that mean? Basically, what this means is that they have to pay you extra money if they plan to use your videos in any ads, any commercials, like I told you guys earlier, if they want to use it on their social media. You want to make sure that you are charging these brands accordingly to not only just using it, but how long they can use it as well. So you want to make sure that you understand that whitelisting and usage just means that they can use your piece of content however they wish in order to promote their products to their audience. You also have what's called exclusivity. Exclusivity basically just means, I'll use Sephora again, for example. If Sephora comes to me and they're like, hey, Troyia, we want to collaborate with you, but we don't want you to work with any other makeup brand for the next 6 months. That's called exclusivity. I have the right in order to request a fee and a payment from Sephora for having an exclusivity rights, right? Or exclusivity rates. So you want to make sure that you understand what rates it is that you're going to be charging these companies for exclusivity. So that way you can make sure that you get in your bag, because that's a whole bunch of other makeup brands that might be reaching out to you for collaboration, and you have to deny those people, right? So you want to make sure that you understand exclusivity, and that is another form of payment that you get paid as a content creator. All right, you guys, let's hop into the next way that you can get paid as a content creator. That is affiliates. I am pretty sure a lot of you guys have also seen affiliates. Maybe you've seen it and maybe you just don't know what it is just yet. But basically what an affiliate is I am an affiliate of a company. Basically, let me break it down to you guys in the most simple terms that I can. Let's use Sephora again, for example. If I'm an affiliate of Sephora, Sephora may give me a discount code, or they may even give me a link that I'm able to share with my audience. With that link, I might sometimes get a percentage of the sales that Sephora makes based upon how many people purchase using my code or using my link. So you want to make sure that you also go through and you get affiliates. I don't really like getting affiliates sometimes because I like my money on time, okay? Affiliates, sometimes it takes a little bit longer in order for you to go through and get paid. So basically, you are all in all earning a commission on the different products that are being sold and also the different products that are being shared with your audience. Sometimes it's not always about how much money a brand is making. Sometimes you also get to get paid based upon link clicks as well. So if people are clicking the link, that is more money that you are able to go through and make as well. So a couple of different places that you can get affiliates from is literally any brand. You can be an affiliate of any brand as long as they have track links or you have that code. Another thing too, of course, is going to be like your Amazon influencer programs, your Amazon storefront, like to know it. And then also you have different things like magic links. I use magic links a ton as well. That's a really great way in order to get paid being an affiliate and also getting commission from these brands through links. Up next, you guys, is a very unique way that you can get paid as a content creator, and that is subscriptions. And I feel like we have definitely seen a rise in subscriptions this year, exactly, specifically with Instagram. So if you guys don't know, Instagram, I guess this is their way of paying us back, I guess. Instagram now has subscriptions, which means that you are able to have your audience subscribe and be basically a subscriber of your page on Instagram. You can give them exclusive content behind the scenes. And I believe you do get to choose whatever price it is that you want to go through and mark that as well. You can also do subscriptions if you are a podcast. You can have what's called a Patreon. And basically your Patreon is like your exclusive VIP community. You can create exclusive behind the scenes content for those people too. And you can charge them month by month, and it is a subscription. So it's going to be taken out of their account and deposited right back to your account every single month. So subscriptions are really new when it comes to content creation, but that also is another stream of revenue that you're able to do as well. Another form of a subscription, which is, I guess Instagram kind of took this from the actual audience themselves, because I see people do this all the time, is basically having people subscribe to your close friends. So now it's like the subscriptions in your close friends. It's like you can kind of go through and do both. I see people are like, you know, cash at me and I'll add you to my Finsta, or cash at me and I'll add you to my close friends. So technically they're both really the same thing. It just kind of depends on however you want to go through and do it. I would recommend just using it right off of the Instagram platform, so that way you don't have to worry about hounding people down for money the next month or kicking people out, etc. All right, you guys, up next is one of my new favorite ways to get paid as a content creator. That is events. And also appearances. You guys have probably seen, I actually went on my first brand trip this year, and I am going on another brand trip next year. I went with Magic. If you guys don't know what Magic is, they are basically a marketplace, if you will. They do trade shows for clothing businesses, and they sell at wholesale rates for pre-season styles of inventory. So if you're a boutique owner, clothing business owner, anything in the fashion industry, you definitely need to know what Magic is. But that was my first brand trip, right? So I didn't necessarily get paid to attend that one. That was definitely one that I just wanted to go on a brand trip. But you can definitely get paid to go on brand trips and have different experiences and incubators and all the different things as well. You can also do virtual events. So similar to what I was telling you guys earlier, I got paid to have a brand come within my community and teach my community. So you can do different things along those lines as well. Up next is going to be speaking engagements. This is something that is so dope while being a content creator, is being paid to speak on different stages, you guys. So I recently got paid for an event coming up as relates to being a speaker. I think I've gotten paid this year alone being a speaker, probably like 5 or 6 times this year. You can make a lot of money being a speaker alone. So that's another really great thing about being a content creator, is different brands and different coaches and different programs, they have events all throughout the year, and they wanted you to come and share your expertise as it relates to being a content creator. So that is another form of monetization, is being a speaker. All right, you guys, so up next is a new form of getting paid as a content creator. This is going to be your virtual gifts, your super chats, and also your super stickers. So let's start with the gifts first. So instead of Instagram paying us for our views on their platform, they now have what's called gifts. So your audience is able to pay you on your reels if they choose to. They can give you a little tip. Basically, I like to think of it as like a little tip jar as it relates to like your gifts on your Instagram account. Not everyone has access to gifts. I want to say you have to have like 10,000 followers, I believe. And this basically just allows your audience to donate to you based upon your content. So that is what gifts are. You also have what's called super chat and also super stickers. Those are over on YouTube. So your super chat, your audience is able to donate to you within the chat box, and that is going to be anytime that you're on live. So that's also another opportunity for you to get paid too. And then your super stickers, that is also another method for you to get paid based upon your actual YouTube videos itself. So there's so many different ways, you guys, that you can get paid while being a content creator. Here are the last two. That is going to be courses and also products. So of course, I am a business coach, content coach. I teach people how to make money online. So of course, I get to get paid based upon any courses that I go through and create. And then of course, you have products. If you were to go through and to create your own product, that is also another way that you can get paid as a content creator as well. So we've gone through quite a few different forms of payment that you can receive while being a content creator. I hope that this video was helpful for you guys. Hopefully you learned something. If you did, go ahead and give this video a big thumbs up. Don't forget to go ahead and grab your You Hustle ebook, $17, if you are trying to get to the bag as relates to being a content creator. I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.